Recently, I finished playing all the way through the very first Unreal tournament from way back in 1999, getting my ass kicked thoroughly by bots that are nearly as old as I am, playing all the way through the single player campaign, as well as playing around with some mutators in custom matches, and of course, seeing how I fare in online multiplayer as well. And you can see all of that and more in my latest video somewhere in the top right corner right now if you want to check that out. Well, the question is, and I can't believe I have to ask this, is it worth it in 2026? Well, I played it on my modern Windows 11 PC with no trouble whatsoever, using the latest version of the OldUnreal community patch, which brings the game up to modern standards by adding higher resolutions and adjusting the UI to look like it should, instead of being all stretched and nasty. But you know what surprised me the most? This game looks and plays just as well today as it did back when it was brand new, way back when I was a little 13-year-old kid playing it on the family computer on a heavy wooden desk in my dad's big black leather chair, which had zero posture support and was absolutely unsuited to gaming in basically every single way. But how can a game from 27 years ago still look and play as well as Unreal Tournament 99 does? Maybe it's the simplicity of the gameplay loop. You just spawn in, kill enemies, dodge, duck, dive, grab a weapon, and then die, and respawn, and repeat until you hopefully come out on top. Or maybe it's the raw brutality of it. There's no unnecessary vaulting animations or screen shake, no fluff. It's just you, your mouse, and your reaction time versus, honestly, some of the most skill-intensive bots ever made, who, by the way, really love insulting you every time you die. It's great! Also, the amount of maps you get in the base game is almost unheard of today, and that's not taking into account the ridiculous amount of modded maps you can get for it as well. Every game mode has its own set of maps, which adds up to a total of 37, and like I said, they're complemented by some of the most cunning AI bots I've ever encountered in a game to this day, or other players that you can find in the server browser thanks to the OldUnreal community patch. The maps are simple, definitely. The character models and weapon effects are also simple, and even the gore chunks flying around the room after someone gets hit point blank in the face by a flak cannon are simple. But hell, the whole game is simple, but it's perfect. Respawn timers are basically non-existent. The time to kill ranges from instant to a couple of seconds depending on where you get hit and what you get hit by, and it's just non-stop sweaty heart-pounding action from start to finish. You just load up the game, get in a match, and just keep left clicking till you win. I mean, think about this. 6 years earlier, Doom was the pinnacle of FPS games, and in those 6 years we went from this to this. We just don't see that kind of technological leap anymore in gaming. And I think that's why many people who played games from the 90s and early 2000s hold them in such high regard. It's not just nostalgia. In many ways, the games were just such a massive technological leap forward that I think we just appreciate just how absurdly cool it was going from one gen to the next gen. Almost as if you were sort of staring the future straight in the face and you could finally touch it and experience it for the first time. The amount of bang for your buck you get with older games, especially with something of the caliber of UT99, is insane compared to today. But that's especially true when it comes to UT99. Maybe it's nostalgia, or maybe it really is one of the best shooters ever made. Honestly, I don't know, and I don't feel qualified or philosophical enough to pretend that I have all the answers about stuff that's as much about individual taste as it is pure technological advancement. All I know for sure is I love Unreal Tournament, always have from the very first time I played it. No nostalgia goggles whatsoever. This game is incredible, and definitely something you should be playing if you like sweaty, fast-paced first-person shooters. And Epic Games cancelling the whole series to focus on Fortnite should be considered a crime against humanity. Anyway, rant complete. This game's awesome. See ya.